Hello, my name is Beckett, and we are playing some Minecraft. I'm still working on the market out here. We finally got another villager when I put a bed down right here to sleep in. So even though I moved the bell over to that central tree, the beds in this house still aren't being recognized. But after he stole the leatherworker's station and then stole the cleric's station, I eventually got him to recognize this one, and we got a pumpkin guy, finally. So that's 23 emeralds right now, a full trade set, so that's pretty cool. But what we're gonna do now, we're gonna have to move a bell out here, because we're gonna want some more houses down here. I guess we'll take that one and move back to where it was. So I'm gonna build a little structure for it. Oh, I also built this little cart. It's okay. I've never really tried to build a cart before. Can't really put anything down in it because I use half slabs, but mobs won't spawn in it either. So, there you go. But what I want to do here is build kind of a gazebo. Dark oak and oak, I think, will look nice. Alright. And maybe one more? My gazebos always end up looking awkward. Alright, let's make some fences. Okay, that's not bad. That gives us some room so we can get at the stalls without feeling super crowded. Now I don't want it to be too tall, so we're actually going to start the roof down half a block down from the top of what are supposed to be supports there. So let's might as well just craft the rest of this into planks. A bunch of those, and we'll get. We're gonna need more of those. Getting dark. Alright, we're just gonna kinda do a ring around this. Okay. And then we're gonna hang the bell right here. Cool. Okay, next thing I want to do is make a little path through here. So, I've kind of made a couple of path blocks. We're probably going to want a few more just for realism right up by where the stairs are. Right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to take some moss, bone meal, and we're gonna spread this stuff through. Not absolutely everywhere. But around it. Alright. Clean this up. Okay, so now we're gonna scatter some coarse dirt around. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing. A little bit of podzol here and there. Okay, that gives the general impression of a path through here. Now we're gonna pick up some of this carpet and put jack-lanterns underneath it to light everything up. Okay. The background could use a little work. I don't really like the desert back there, but I think we're gonna end up with with town walls here, and this is what I've been using those micro blocks for that you can buy from the Wandering Trader. Anyway, I might put a wall back there, but this is basically what this little market area can look like. Got a little pig pen back here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is, the meat store. Michelangelo's Magnificent Meat. Next thing we need to do, one of the farmers finally recognized that as someplace they should sleep. But even though this is the only bell going right now, I cannot get these guys to breed, so we're gonna build another house. Basically right over here next to Lobby's enchanting house. First thing we're gonna do is bring this up by 1, so there's not this little depression here. I was gonna go ahead and start on that inn over here. I'm gonna put it next to your enchanting hut.
Oh, cool.
It'll have a little road between them or something. I wanted like 4 squares on the corners that like come out. Let's see. Alright. I got the floor done here.
What's that?
I got the floor of this place done here.
Oh, good.
So you got the first floor pretty well laid out. We're using a common, it's mostly diorite, but there's some other white blocks like the calcite, the polished diorite, and the white concrete thrown in. And then we're using the spruce plank on the little indentations to give the eye a little bit of a, like, I like the white, but we want to, this is going to be a big building, and we want to give the eye a rest from it. Now we're keeping it low so that it's, we're only going to go the windows 2 high and 3 high on the second floor to keep it in scale with the rest of the buildings in the village. So even though it's going to be it's going to have a pretty large footprint, it shouldn't look too out of place. All that time we spent building that pumpkin farm, totally worth it. Drowning in emeralds. Come here, Paul. Okay, nice. So the next thing we want to do is basically come out by 1 around these 4 corner rooms with the stripped dark oak. Just like that, so that it comes out and give it a little depth. Now before we go too much further, I want to put a stairway in. I'm going to want to make sure that it's climbable. Can we get over there? I'm not sure if it's gonna, yeah, no. So we'll have to go in, which is actually fine. Okay. Get up and down from there pretty easily. Now we went with more stripped dark oak for the walls for the stairway, which means we've gotta, we could either leave this blank and do shelving, or we could fill it in with white blocks. I think we're gonna leave it blank and do shelving. So for the flooring up here and for the ceiling down there, we're gonna go simple and lighter color. We're gonna do oak this time, over the stone, and birch over the oak. So it's gonna look okay. Now on the second floor here, we're gonna go all white. And on the third floor, the eaves and whatnot is gonna be all brown, and I think that should balance pretty nicely. We're gonna match with the starter house, which still needs a completed chimney, and the so far mostly unused house, and go up so that the windows are 3 high here. This tree is going to be growing into the house a little bit, but yeah, I think that's fine. We'll see how it looks. It might look cool. Now, some of this is going to turn into balcony. This right here is #1 suspect, but looking at the windows, we don't want to go too big for where the rooms are gonna be. So what we'll probably do, yeah, I think that'll end up looking okay. And then this one, well, we'll see what happens here. Now the way we dealt with the beams, because of the way we did the lift, these didn't match, is we added extra beams coming down that'll help us define the walls and the doorways of all these rooms. We're gonna have 4 rooms with 2 beds each in them up here. Oh, more scaffolding. And then the roof, we're probably gonna have to add some dormers to it, because it's gonna be big, which sadly means the tree over here is gonna have to come down. But maybe it'll be okay. I really want to do some leaves going up the roof. Make it kind of look like, you know, these are going up the roof. But that's gonna all have to wait for the next episode. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's the second floor. About done here. At least the outer walls and the inner beams.